Hey Scott, how are you?
Hey Michelle, how you doing? Good.
Good. It's nice to meet you. Morgan gave me your number. I know that you're also looking to buy runs. I just wanted to talk to you about how your journey's going and how it's going and what you've experienced so far.
Yeah, I'm happy you reached out. I've heard from them that we're at about the same stage here, both prepping for the LIM meeting. Did a lot of filing so far, a lot of paperwork that I did not know was necessary, and really happy that Rick's team was very organized and quick.
The team is amazing. They're so fast. They answer so quick and nicely. But yeah, that's where I'm at as well. What about your runs? Do you want to talk about that? Like, where are they? Are they close to you? Where are you
Sure.
located compared to your runs?
So right now I'm located in North Carolina, but our house is sold, so we're moving in about a month to New York, which is where I'm from. The runs are actually in Virginia, and it's close, but you don't need to be there if you have a good business contact and you plan to grow and have a manager on site. And that is my intention, is to grow. So I'm not so worried about it. I know there'll be some growing pains there, but Rick and Linehaul Solutions guidance, we should be able to, right? Yeah, so it's 2 dedicated out of Virginia, pretty solid runs that have high mileage, which is what I was told is really needed. There were some other routes that I was looking at before I met Rick, and I went over them with him and his team, and quickly discovered, which I didn't know, that there's different grades of even the dedicated runs. And this was something I had no idea, and I was being, almost sold by brokers that every dedicated run is good, and here I have 2 dedicateds here, 3 there, and some of them only ran 2,000 miles or 5 days a week. Where are your runs?
I have 2 assigned runs in Atlanta. They are running 6 days a week, but during peak we have 7 days. I have 2 drivers that it comes with. I currently am not sure what I'm doing to recruit a 3rd, but Linehaul Solutions says that they're going to help me with that, so I'm sure they'll figure it out. Does yours come with trucks or anything like that? Did you buy like a whole business? You said you might have a BC already.
The answer to that is I'm buying a piece. The person I'm purchasing from is a large contractor. For some reason, it doesn't fit into their business plan exactly. Maybe they don't have other runs in this terminal, but that's the reason why they're letting these go to me. And I did mention that I'll have a BC. What I'm actually going to be doing is using the BC from this big business temporarily in the beginning to get me off the ground running without any hiccups. And that was Rick's doing. He was the one that was able to coordinate that. So props to him for helping me with that one. And
Wow.
it's part of the RFI, and that's definitely a solid piece to present to the LIM. They may look at me and say, you don't have a BC or a manager or anything. How are you going to conquer some of the hurdles in the beginning, So as far as trucks, I don't think my routes will come with trucks. And Linehaul Solutions said that they have a solution for that. We're going to discuss that once we pass the LIM process and really lock into whatever we're going to do with the trucks, whether it's purchasing or leasing. I'm not sure yet.
Have you heard how the REL process works and the REL leasing?
Not at all, actually. Like I said, Rick will guide me through that process when it's time. I know it's more like a rental with an option to purchase at the end. I do know the numbers of what it does cost, so I can at least run the numbers against, my income to see if it makes sense for me. But I'm advised that the leasing is the easiest way to go. It may not be the most cost effective or have the best tax benefits, but as far as headache free with the ability to grow, it's probably the way to go. If you have the cash to buy or finance, maybe, but again, I have no clue. So Rick and his team are there to help us with that one. I just haven't gotten that far yet.
But the folks at REL are really great as well, super friendly. I've worked with them before with events.
So Michelle, I know we've been talking about the operation part here, but what brought you to wanting to be a FedEx Linehaul contractor?
Well, I got into the Linehaul field because I went to do the events. Whenever I did that, I left and I thought, why couldn't I do it? I've worked for businesses before. I have a lot of experience. I'm very organized. I wasn't ready to leave Linehaul yet. I've met so many amazing people, the vendors. I work closely with them. I thought I could probably do this, and I don't think I'm ready to leave this community yet.
I have no experience in Linehaul. Zero. I'm mostly in real estate. And I've done everything in real estate, sold, leased, property management, renovations, led teams of people to tear places apart and put them back together. So I'm very familiar with the role of having people show up every day, do what they have to do, coincide, will come in handy here. I like the idea and the ability to expand, and whether it's organic or not organic, but that's what's really interesting to me is, because most people don't even know these businesses exist. And
Yes.
I initially looked at P&D and then realized that the Linehaul side exists. And I talked to maybe 10 contractors that were in the P&D world, and they just said it's tough. It's a lot of moving parts. You're very involved. And then I spoke to a couple brokers about the Linehaul, and it seemed much more up my alley. I just stumbled upon it, honestly.
So my runs are at night. I've known Rick and his sister Delaney for a while. I know these are good runs. They're up for grabs, so I got them. I'm not sure how we're gonna manage them best. I have kids coming in, we have animals, we live on a huge farm, so I'm not sure how we're gonna manage all of that quite yet. I know we're gonna get it. Like you said, we both have good management skills, but I'm looking forward to how Rick and all of his team guides me through this process, because I don't know what I would do without them. One, what fit best for me, and so we'll get that running. Same with you, we'll figure it out.
PM runs out of Virginia, and again, questions. What am I going to do in the middle of the night? Rick and his team have informed me that they do help with some dispatch services, and then your BC can also help with their resources. So
Yes.
the middle of the night stuff is a little less scary. Yes, you still might get a phone call in the middle of the night, but the solution, there's help to figure out a solution to a problem in the middle of the night. Realistically, if a driver doesn't show up or a truck has a problem of a shift or at the turnaround, but breakdowns, accidents, they happen, and you just have to be ready for them. So that's my goal. That would be my plan. Just under the assumption that they will help. So PM runs seem to be the majority of this industry. I don't know the percentage, but I know it's more than half of the runs happen at night and day runs. Night runs have their perks because there's less people on the road, so you can get more miles in. So if your driver still has time left, he might be able to do some small runs and make some more money for himself and for you as well. So that's something I'm learning as well. I just learned that one, I think, last night watching a video of Rick's.
Yeah, all the videos, watch all of them. I definitely am not a night owl, so that makes me nervous about PM runs. So that's very exciting. So we'll see how that works. I have to have a meeting soon to talk about that, see if that's up and running. That would make our lives a lot easier if we could use that.
Who do you speak to about that?
It's someone on Linehaul Solutions.
Oh, okay. I know who it is. I didn't know if you were talking within Linehaul Solutions or not.
And I walked through all of those vendors at all these events, even the FedEx Summit last year. So this is the first one I've ever heard of about a dispatch that actually helps you at night. It was really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. You have my number through Rick. If you have any questions, to send my way, and I'll do the same. And we'll talk soon, hopefully.
Sounds good, Michelle. Yeah, maybe we'll chat again after our LIM meetings.
Yes, let me know how that goes, and good luck with everything. I'll talk soon.
Same to you. Thanks.
Hey everyone, today I had the wonderful opportunity to speak to Scott Kaplan, another individual who's beginning their Linehaul journey. It was so nice getting to know about Scott's family, work past, and his overall journey so far. It circled back to some of the very important key tips we've discussed so far, like knowing the quality of runs and not just the type of run you're getting, and how you can manage your Linehaul business remotely if you plan and structure your business well. I can't wait to continue connecting with such wonderful people in the Linehaul world. I'll see you next time.